Star Trek: Strange New Worlds Season 3 will add a couple of new characters to its roster, one of whom is played by this actor who popped up in Daredevil. Born Again. Following the adventures of Captain Christopher Pike, Anson Mount, and his U.S. Enterprise crew, Strange New Worlds has been met with positive reviews from both critics and fans in its 2 seasons so far. Strange New Worlds Season 3 will officially premiere at the Tribeca Film Festival on June 14th and is expected to drop on Paramount Plus soon after. As a prequel to Star Trek, the original series, Strange New Worlds has introduced several new characters, as well as updated versions of classic characters like Ult Spock, Ethan Peck, and Ensign Yura, Celia Rose Gooding. Martin Quinn's Ult Montgomery Scott made his debut in the Season 2 finale and was bumped up to a series regular for the 3rd season. The other new recurring cast member is Cillian O'Sullivan, who will portray Roger Corby, a doctor and professor who becomes engaged to nurse Christine Chapel, Jess Bush. In March 2025, Charlie Cox's Daredevil returned to the small screen with the premiere of Disney Plus's Daredevil. Born Again, a continuation of Netflix's Daredevil series. Born Again reunited the main cast members from the original Netflix show, but also introduced many new faces. Cillian O'Sullivan appears in episodes 1, 3, and 5 as Irish mobman Devlin, who works for one of the 5 families in New York City. Devlin's largest role comes in episode 5, With Interest, wherein he leads a group of robbers to steal a valuable diamond from a bank. Unfortunately for Devlin, Matt Murdock happened to have just left the bank and heard the beginnings of the robbery. Murdock quickly alerts the police and heads back into the bank, pretending to be an innocent bystander. Devlin then speaks with an NYPD detective to make his demands. Despite being a mobster, Devlin is a lot of fun, hilariously referring to Matt Murdock as a regular wee Charles Dickens character after learning he's both blind and orphaned. Devlin almost gets away by masquerading as a police officer, but is caught by Daredevil and apprehended by the police. After the events of Daredevil, Born Again, Devlin remains alive and in prison, meaning he could pop up in a future season of the show. Regardless, Cillian O'Sullivan will definitely be appearing in Star Trek: Strange New Worlds Season 3 with his take on Roger Corby. Technically, Corby never actually appeared in Star Trek, the original series, as the version of him in What Are Little Girls Made Of is an android with Corby's consciousness. Because of this, Strange New Worlds has a lot of leeway to reinvent the character. Devlin's Irish ancestry was a big part of his character, and O'Sullivan is Irish himself, raising the question of whether Corby will be as well. I hope so, as it would be a shame to lose the accent. Cillian O'Sullivan made Daredevil's Devlin a compelling character, which bodes well for Dar Corby in Strange New Worlds. In his brief scenes in TOS, the android Corby was overly serious, making it difficult to imagine him with Star Trek: Strange New Worlds version of Christine Chapel. However, if O'Sullivan brings the same energy to playing Roger Corby that he brought to Devlin, he could make the character a lot more fun and a better match. Uncharted territories of the television landscape, surprises abound, and connections sometimes emerge in the most unexpected of places. Star Trek enthusiasts are buzzing with excitement as whispers of a guest star from Star Trek: Strange New Worlds appearing in Daredevil, Born Again have surfaced, leaving fans marveling at the cross-pollination of 2 of the most beloved franchises in the realm of science fiction and superhero storytelling. As the boundaries of genre and storytelling become increasingly nebulous, the marriage of these universes presents an opportunity to examine not just the characters, but the themes that resonate within both series. How does a character from the 23rd century Starfleet blend with the gritty, street-level heroics of Hell's Kitchen? The answer, as fate would have it, may lie in the rich tapestry of character development and narrative possibilities that both shows promise. The star-crossed connection, characters beyond time and space, At the heart of this revelation lies the character at the center of both productions. This guest star has navigated the complexities of morality, heroism, and redemption in their previous roles, translating easily into the moral intricacies found within the story arcs of both Strange New Worlds and Daredevil. Born Again, fans are keenly aware that the corridors of Starfleet are often filled with ethical dilemmas, moral choices, and episodes that explore the human and alien condition. This aligns perfectly with the grave and complex issues faced by Matt Murdock. In Star Trek: Strange New Worlds, we have seen characters grapple with their identities, ethical responsibilities, and, quite literally, the fate of entire civilizations. Meanwhile, Daredevil adeptly explores themes of justice, faith, and the duality of man, thus having a guest star who has entrenched themselves in moral quandaries. Whether piloting the U.S. Enterprise or facing down Hell's Kitchen villains, creates a bridge of relatability between the two series. Imagine the vast cultural competencies of a character who once rallied a crew to boldly go where no one has gone before, suddenly navigating the grim streets of New York City. This crossover stirs a thrilling blend of character dynamics, merging the idealism of Starfleet with the providence of a vigilant seeking social justice. The power of narrative connections. The beauty of storytelling lies within its ability to transcend boundaries, be they geographical, cultural, or temporal. When a character moves from one universe to another, it provides fans with a chance to reconsider everything they know about that character while also generating fresh narratives. It invites speculation. What brought them to Hell's Kitchen? What challenges will they face in a world bereft of the technological marvels of the Federation? Such crossovers generate intriguing narrative possibilities. Perhaps the character plays a pivotal role, offering Matt Murdock guidance, or even a challenge, to his own moral philosophy. The merging of these worlds could also pave the way for intersecting themes of justice and the pursuit of personal truth. With the potential for philosophical exchanges between the optimistic worldview of Star Trek and the darker tones of Daredevil, we could witness a narrative confluence unlike any other. Behind the scenes, crafting cinematic universes. The fusion of characters from such established franchises may seem unusual, but filmmakers and showrunners have long understood that audiences yearn for surprises and delights. The landscape of storytelling has shifted dramatically, favoring cross-genre narratives that defy conventional limits. Marvel has demonstrated this effectively with its multiverse concepts, while the Star Trek franchise has explored parallel universes and alternate timelines. This willingness to take creative risks enhances the viewing experience, allowing for layers of complexity that intrigue and engage audiences. The commitment to crafting rich, interconnected narratives has paved the way for burgeoning creativity. Characters are no longer constrained by their origins, and talents from various backgrounds come together to weave intricate tales. Audiences are prepared to accept overlapping realities, whether through sudden cameos or fully fledged appearances. Such moments spark excitement, reinvigorating fan interest and expanding the reach of both franchises. Cultural resonance, what it means for fan communities. The revelation of this guest star ignites a greater conversation surrounding the evolution of fan culture and community in recent years. Cross-pollination of characters not only fuels individual fandoms, but also fosters an increasingly diverse space where fans from different genres converge. It creates the camaraderie of the shared universe that transcends age and background, uniting long-standing fans of Star Trek and Daredevil, while welcoming newcomers drawn in by the interconnected stories. Fan theories begin to blossom as the community speculates on the implications of this star's dual roles. This environment encourages creativity and discussion, fostering a vibrant culture where fans exchange ideas, imaginations fuel one another, and even collaborate in their enthusiasm for the characters they adore. Conclusion: The intersection of heroes and legends. In an era where entertainment is becoming increasingly multiplicitous, the appearance of a guest star from Star Trek, Strange New Worlds and Daredevil, Born Again paves the way for a transformative dialogue between two iconic franchises. This intersection touches upon shared struggles, ambitions, and the perennial quest for justice across time and space. As we harness the complexity of these narratives, the potential to elevate them through collaboration has never been greater. As fans eagerly await the release of these projects, they remain poised on the brink of discovery, where star systems and city streets converge. Each extraordinary character lends their strengths to a shared struggle. In this mingling of heroes and legends, where moral dilemmas abound and the complexities of humanity are illuminated, we find that the journey is just as important as the destination, and each intersection tells a story worth exploring. Thus, the stage is set for an exhilarating adventure that reminds us of the shared connections in our favorite tales, no matter how distant their origins may be.